The Brenda cam just comes on muted. Thanks for telling us that, Rainey.
Would you hand me my phone for a second? Let's do that. And so that feed is that different than that one? Yeah, that's the direct TV feed. So.
Yeah, that's the television. This is social media.
And this is us here. Hello, social media. How is everybody? Please tell us.
How you're doing? Okay.
I hope.
I'm grumpy.
I hope I'm doing okay.
I'm grumpy.
Yeah. It's look. It's me.
This is the most boring show on Facebook.
That's great. Well, I'm going to play some music because I happen to have this guitar, and I like.
Turn that down.
I was trying. I just want to get rid of it. Okay, here's a song that I wrote with Jeff Blankenhorn. Just still trying to learn it really, so you'll forgive me if I embarrassingly look over or even move the text on my phone. Drop on me dead to rights, but you only call me cause this ain't a fair fight. My hands are wet, my wallet's stuffed. No monkey tells this man enough is enough. It's not my fault, I had a bad start. Nothing in your stomach is bad for your heart. Treated so poorly, it's just self-defense. Crime after crime, I hate the evidence. Well, the big man needs somebody to blame. Tossing on his lamp onto the flame. Well, if you want me to burn, that's what we'll do. But if I'm going down, I'm taking you. I'm taking you. You broke your mind if you think that I'm gonna shoulder this boulder to the end of time. I've done my swindling, my brothers are dwindling. I need some smoke and you look like kindling. Well, the big man needs somebody to blame. Tossing on this lamb onto the flame. Yeah, if you want me to burn, well, that's what we'll do. But if I'm going down, I'm taking you. I'm taking you. Mud on your boots, bodies in the ground, more than enough to go around. I guess I did what I came here to do. Every gangster knows that my aim is true. Oh, baby, I'm going home. You can't leave it late and can't leave it alone. The big man needs somebody to blame. Toss a tasty lamb onto the flame. Where you want me to burn, that's what we'll do. But if I'm going down, I'm taking you. I'm taking you right with me to the television. Yes, to Channel 16. We're going to click over here in just a moment. Is it time? Is it time? Is it? We're going to do a John D. Graham song right now because we're no fools. Hello.
Hey, I'm Jeska Bailey.
I'm Guy Forsyth.
This is the Wednesday show. Thanks for being here.
It's Wednesday. You made it.
I hope it's Wednesday.
You made it to Wednesday. I don't know what to think about that. I mean, are we halfway through? Is it all downhill from here, or are we achieving a sweet spot in the week? Right
Maybe.
here.
I'm waiting to make sure it broadcasts to
Our
the
Wednesday
TV.
show.
Yeah.
That will dictate whether it's a sweet spot or not, I guess. The
If it actually happens.
success of technology. You know, so much of this modern life as we see it right now is like jumping into the abyss with your hand outstretched to a hopefully receptive robot. And it's not always the case, but that's what we must do. So.
I gave you theme music.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah. Do you want to start the show off with a song?
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do Snakes.
I have been really lucky lately. I've done a few photo shoots for people outside where I'm the photographer, which is something I really love to do, and I haven't got to do that in a while. But today, I've just kind of been locked in my lair, editing pictures and getting the show ready.
And I did a photo shoot.
Oh yes, Guy got hired as a model for
Yes.
a clothing company.
Yeah, just look for my page.
Yeah, they gave him the free shirts after he was done, which is fun. But today's gonna be mostly Guy playing because I just didn't practice at all today.
Because she did all the actual technical work, the things that make the show happen, because Jess is the producer and director in just about every possible way. So she did all the boring work while I got to be a model.
I could show them I could show them the new chords that I just learned for my new song I'm writing.
Are you sure?
Maybe later. They're really hard. They
That's
make my hand
exciting.
kind of cramp.
Bar chords, bar chords. They really open up
Yeah.
the fretboard and give you access to everything.
We're in a songwriting group, and I decided I was gonna use 4 new chords that I never had played before, and that was not smart because now it's due tomorrow, and I can only play 4 chords.
Snakes around my trailer. I found a scorpion in my bed. Snakes around my trailer. I found a scorpion in my bed. Oh, if Texas has its way, I could wake up dead. Black mold underneath the sheetrock, paper washed up in the heat. I try to keep up with the upkeep, but an honest man may be deceived. Oh, God help the child set upon by faith. Now it's a jacked up day where I'll wake up and I'm already late. Holding out the front door, I wonder what I run for to meet my fate. If Texas had its way, well, I'd be gone without a trace. 100 right behind me to take my place. Hot sun working on the red clay, and it cracks just like a chain. Hell in August, Texas, fools pray for rain. All you dumb sons of bitches, hurricane. And if it wasn't time to kill you, it wouldn't be Texas. You ain't got the fight, you won't make it I'd be gone without a trace. 100 right behind me to take my place. There's snakes around my trailer. I found a scorpion in my bed. If Texas has its way, there will be bloodshed. Oh, and if trouble makes a man, I'm a thoroughbred.
Yeah, nice. Let's see, we've got quite a few comments there. We want to say hi to these folks real quick before we cut to a clip. Hey, Lois Jane, it's nice to see you. Brad says that this is making him feel old because he's been listening to your music for 16 years.
That's right. I started performing when I was only 8 years old.
Imagine how
it's amazing.
old
Yes.
that feels.
Yeah. It's not the years. It's the mileage.
It's the mileage.
Or in this particular year, the lack of mileage, the lack of the opportunity to go other places and do the things that have been your bread and butter up to this point. But now we're getting to enjoy the kind and intimate mercies of the internet with you.
I think that Steve Young is a genius. I've never thought to write her name with a 4. Why? I mean, I saw that and I was like, oh my God, I get to make new merch now. Thanks, Steve. And we also got Igor watching. Hey, Igor, how are you?
Hello.
And Jenna Ford. She's an awesome drummer in San Angelo.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, and my Aunt Joanne's watching. So thanks for being here with us, guys. If you can share this, we would appreciate it if you shared it. If you're watching locally on Austin Channel 16, hi, thanks for being here. We have our first clip. This is a variety show where we bring you a couple different things from musicians here in Austin, Texas. And this is Miss Jacquelyn Graham. I hope it works. This clip refused to play last week.
Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Jacquelyn Graham and this is Uncomfortable Conversations. Today I'm going to take a few minutes to talk to you about diet and input. Now, the world is created of patterns, and it's fascinating to see patterns replicating themselves through life if you take a few moments to look at it. Now, diet is what you put into your body. It's not starving yourself and some regimen that you have to follow. It is simply what you eat. People use that word incorrectly. In any case, the diet that you put in determines what you get. The health of your body, the building blocks that your body is made of, the quality of your life. Now, when I grew up, I could eat whatever I wanted to. I was skinny, skinny, skinny and tall. My mother used to say it was like dressing a broomstick with a bump on the back. As I got older and I had 2 children, and then I lived under decades of a huge amount of stress, my body changed and it wasn't able to deal with the input I was giving it, which was also very poor quality. I was eating a lot of junk food. And when I was down in South America, I was forced to eat a very strict, not very varied diet, simply because I didn't have the money to afford. So I had to get the healthiest that I could in, smaller quantities. And I walked everywhere. So I was getting good regular exercise. And then I came back to the United States and went crazy because all of the things that I had grown up with, and I missed the comfort foods that I wanted to eat to help me get through the stress, because it gave me, a small surcease from the nightmare that my life was at the time. Now, I wasn't aware of the ultimate destination that I was taking myself to with that particular input. I felt fine. I felt attractive. I had pretty clothes. I was happy with myself. What finally woke me up to what I needed to do, that I needed to make changes in my life, was the fact that my health was affected by it. My blood pressure started going up sharply. My knees were affected. I was waking up in pain a lot of the time. I felt bad a lot of the time, but the blood pressure was the big thing. And so I changed the way I ate. I looked at all the data that was out there and determined what would be best for me. What ended up being the best for me was getting rid of all the false, artificial, negative food that was out there. I started shopping around the grocery store instead of up and down the aisles. I bought real food, vegetables and meat and so on, and eggs, and that's what I ate. And I got rid of the garbage that was causing me to gain weight. And the good thing is, the better quality food that I started putting into my body, the less I wanted of it, the less I needed of it. But it was all a choice. It was something that I had to do for myself. And I had to make a conscious decision to break out of the habits and the addiction that I had to the reactions that my body had to the food that I was giving it. It's the same thing with your mind. You can gradually fill your mind up with garbage. And if somebody is feeding you garbage and they are trying to get you to accept it, chances are their financial livelihood in some way or another is wrapped around you eating that garbage and buying it from them. But the rule is garbage in, garbage out. You put bad food in your body, you are giving yourself poor elements for the building blocks that your body needs to be healthy. Just like you put bad information into your brain, you are giving your mind poor elements for the building blocks that create your thoughts. So, if the food you're eating is made of junk and preservatives and artificial flavors and lots of sugar, your body is going to have a bad reaction to it. You may not notice it because it's not technically a poison or an allergen, so you're not going to have an immediate reaction that tells you that that's bad for your body. You're going to have a cumulative reaction that gradually ends up in you being this size. And then, that was me about 8 years ago. And then once I decided to make changes, then these next two pictures, that was me about a year in. The one in the purple dress was me about a year into eating healthy, and the one in the black dress is how I am now and have been for the last 5 years. So I changed the input to get the result that I wanted, to have a happier, healthier, better life. Same thing with your mind. If you're putting in ugliness and nastiness and divisiveness and evil thoughts about others and about situations, you're going to have a bad output. You need to find the purest possible ingredients, the best possible information to make yourself healthy physically and mentally. It's all choices. It's choices that you make. And if somebody is trying to feed you something that is not good for you, chances are their financial livelihood requires you to eat or consume that food or information. They don't care if it's good or bad for you. They care about their financial livelihood. They want you to listen to their channel. They want you to look at their articles. They're not looking to produce a quality product. They just want something that people will eat, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it's healthy for you, that it's good for you, that it will give you the best possible quality of life. So you have to make a choice as to what you want to put into your body, and you have to stick to it. And if you fall off the wagon, get back on. It's easy to fall back into old habits. You have to create new ones. So make good, healthy choices about what you choose to put into your mind and into your body. This has been Jacquelyn Graham. You can reach me at jacquelyngraham.voice@gmail.com. Contact me anytime. I'm happy to talk to you. Have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Nice job, Jackie.
Yeah, thank you very much for sharing. It's our experiences are the thing that we bring of value to the conversation. So that's very empowering.
Yeah, and your mom's watching. Bonnie says that she's really proud of you. So yeah. I also wanted to say thanks to Steve, who may or may not have sent something to Venmo, and we may or may appreciate it. So I'm gonna sing a song that I'm currently writing. I'm trying not to play any covers on this show anymore, so I'm trying to force myself to write. This song is still kind of in the birth canal. So, yeah, let's just roll with the punches. Let's fall down the stairs together, everyone. Let me turn to you?
Oh, yeah, I just want to... Yes.
Now I can't see my notes. Hi, welcome to Live. This is great. Did you need to see him too?
Nope.
Good. Okay. No, I can't see them. No, I don't like it. I'm turning back.
All right.
Sorry.
Okay,
Sticking to my original plan.
It's my punishment because in the Asylum Street Spectres once I accidentally hit Christina Morris with the headstock of my guitar as I turned to look at her.
Oh
and you know, and when I woke up, she was still upset.
I bet Christina she can be scrappy, I bet. I love you, Christina. Wanna turn back time, see how this goes. Wanna kiss my tears, wanna kiss my nose. I'll do it all again, 'cause you're my best friend. This is how it goes, let's fall in love. it went pretty good. I only got a little nervous. My ears are not.
That was good.
A little red. So it was pretty fun.
I think it could totally sell.
Oh, hi Sunday. I miss you. I miss all my friends in San Angelo.
Mm-hmm.
So, San Angelo, have you read about the water issue?
The water issue?
Oh my gosh.
In San Angelo?
So,
I have not.
Yeah, they can't drink or use or bathe or do anything with the water there.
Well, can they boil it? Is it, you know?
I don't think so.
Oh, so
it's
what
a complete
is it?
ban.
What
they
is
don't
it?
know what it is yet. They just were like, our water smells funny. And they were like, yeah, we shouldn't drink that. It's kind of scary.
Well, I mean, that's some good thinking there. You know?
Common sense tells you what to do if you listen to your gut.
Hope says we've had no water for days.
I know.
Oh
That's
my goodness.
crazy.
I don't know what we should.
Let's think of a song we'll sing for Sunday after this next segment.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Our next segment is a segment featuring Guy Forsyth and our dear friend and musician here in Austin, Nevada Newman.
Oh.
And it's called Public Domain. You want to let them know about what it is?
The public domain, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes it's difficult to know what music you can perform legally because copyright is a thing. And also, eventually, it isn't. And that's where the public domain comes in. The public domain are the songs that you. As a person with no other concerns, own. You own these songs. It's like folk music.
Yep.
It's all for you.
All right. And here's Public Domain.
Hey, I'm Guy Forsyth.
And I'm Nevada Newman.
Welcome to the public domain. Last show, we talked about the father of the blues, Blind Lemon Jefferson, one of the great progenitors of American music, and we will do so again today, but this time it's country music.
Father of country music, Jimmie Rodgers.
Jimmie Rodgers was born 1887 in Meridian, Mississippi on September 8th. And he started with a real love of performing when he was 13 years old twice. He had run away to start his own traveling show, but his father, a worker in the railroad, brought him back home each time. So Jimmie Rodgers started a career as working in the railroad, but then caught tuberculosis and lost his job in the railroad and decided to once again make a run at being a performer. So he recorded for RCA Victor, and he got a band together from Tennessee, and had the band all ready to go. But then the band of young men in their 20s had an argument about how they were going to build the band. And Jimmie Rodgers wanted to be the Jimmie Rodgers Entertainers, but they didn't like that, and so the band broke up. So Jimmie Rodgers alone walked into the Victor recording session and recorded his first two songs. They were modest hits, but it gave him a springboard into the music industry.
Well, Jimmy, working on the railroad all those years until he was 27, he acquired a great nickname, the Singing Brakeman. They used to call him. They also called him the Blue Yodeler. If he didn't have a name for a tune, I guess he just called it the Blue Yodel number, whatever he was up to, up to like 13, I think.
Jimmie Rodgers, to me, is really interesting because he represents an artist at a period of time before there were even the categories of country music and blues music. And he definitely straddled both of these genres before the color lines were drawn. He wrote a lot of his own materials, but he also co-wrote songs with a woman by the name of Elsie McWilliams, who was his sister-in-law, and she's the first woman to make a career as a country music songwriter. Even though she's only credited with writing 20 songs, she actually co-wrote at least 39 songs with Jimmie Rodgers. Let's hear a song.
I believe did she co-write this next one? And this one we're going to do. We're going to do Blue Eyed Jane
in the public domain.
That's right. Not that Jimmie Rodgers. The Honeycomb Jimmy. Not that guy.
Not the blues guitar player.
You're not him either. Not him either.
No. This is other Jimmie Rodgers.
The father of country music.
The singing brakeman, as opposed to Nevada Newman, the singing take a break man.
Oh yeah. I forgot that was my nickname there for a while. All right, well, Blue Eyed Jane. the cutest girl in the world is my blue-eyed Jane. We fell in love like turtle doves while the moon was shining down. I asked her then, I asked her when those wedding bells would ring. She said, oh dear, it seems queer that this could happen here. You are my little pal, I've never known a sweeter gal. My little blue-eyed Jane, I love you so. And when the sun goes down and the shadows cast all over town, you gotta meet me down in the lane, my blue-eyed Jane. Janie dear, listen here, I've come to say farewell. The world is drear without you near, but now I cannot linger here. I'm going away this very day. Please come and go with me. I'll be sad and blue, wanting you, longing all day through. You are my sweet little Jane, I've never known a sweeter gal, my blue-eyed Jane. I love you so. And when the sun goes down and the shadows cast all over town, you gotta meet me down in the lane, my blue-eyed Jane. And the shadows cast all over town, just to meet me down in the lane, my blue-eyed Jane. Blue-eyed Jane, Jimmy Rogers tune.
In the public domain.
So Guy, it's your turn. What you got? You got a Jimmy Rogers tune?
I sure do. This is one called Any Old Time.
You gonna do some yodeling on it?
No, I don't.
I'll do it. I'll do some
I don't
yodel.
yodel. If only there was someone here who could yodel for me.
It's cedar season, but still, I think I can pull it off. I bet I can. I'll try it.
All right.
I'll try it.
A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3.
You're the lady, you're the little, you're the lady. You're the little lady, the little lady.
I just received your letter. Oh, you're down and out, you say. At first I thought I would tell you to travel on the other way. But your memory lingers. All you once were to me. I'm going to give you another chance to prove what you can be. Any old time you want to come back home, drop me a line and say no more you're on. You had your chance, played the game fair, but when you left me, sweetheart, you only left a load of care. Now that you're down, I'm going to stick by you. If you will only tell me your roaming days are through, you find me here like the day you left me alone. Any old time you wanna come back home. Well, there you go. 2 wonderful songs from Jimmie Rodgers, the father of country music. We'll find out more about Jimmie Rodgers in our next episode, including his untimely demise.
With Patrick Buchta. Well, here we are once again with Patrick Buchta from Austin, Texas Musicians.
Hey, Jessica.
We're here to find out what's going on this week in Austin.
Sure. We've got a lot of cool stuff happening this week, specifically. So Friday afternoon, we are going to have the first ever Austin, Texas Musicians open group meeting, Zoom meeting for equity for women in Austin music. Okay, and this is a women's only meeting. There's no boys allowed. This is really going to serve as kind of a closed space for women to talk about, some of the issues facing them in the Austin music community. And then hopefully, down the line, we turn that into some real action on some policy and everything else we can imagine. So, I feel kind of dumb as a man talking about it all here, really, but it was something that we really realized as Austin, Texas musicians, as we get into all these conversations and questions around equity in Austin music, we want to make sure that women are included in the conversation. And so this is the first step to doing that. And we've already gotten a lot of great invites, but if you're a woman who's working in the Austin music industry, you don't have to be a musician, but if you work in the industry in any way whatsoever, we want you in the meeting on Friday. We want you to be part of the discussion.
Yeah, where can they find that link?
Sure. So it's an Eventbrite link because we do want to, people to RSVP and keep it all private and safe in that way. So Jessica, I think, what is that I see on the bottom of the screen now? Is that the Eventbrite link that you've just put up? Yes. Yeah. So, and if you guys go over to our Austin, Texas Musicians Facebook page, that's ATX Musicians on Facebook, you will see the event, you'll see the Eventbrite link, and you can click right through to RSVP. Perfect. So we hope to see you guys there. Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm going to be there. Thanks for bringing all that to light and kind of helping us find our peers so that we can better work together to create the change that we want.
Well, thank you so much. It's not only is it an important conversation, it's the conversation. That we've got to hit. Now that we've hit the reset button, and we're all on kind of this equal playing field of devastation, we don't have to go back to the Austin that we had. We can, start to make room for all these other voices and make space for other needs in the community. A lot of these things that we did in the past, we don't need to do these ways anymore. And so we want, all of our musicians from every diverse genre and community to have a place here at the table.
Yeah. Bravo. Next course of action.
Sure.
What else you got for us?
Well, to that very point, it is Black History Month, as we know. And, about I guess it was about a month ago now, I serve on the Systemic Racism Working Group with the Music Commission. And I was so honored about a month ago that Chaka brought in this wonderful gentleman named Harrison Eppright. I had heard Harrison's name a few times before, but I was just blown away. This is a gentleman who's the manager of visitor services at Visit Austin. And he's an older gentleman who he's so impeccably dressed. He wears a derby and is brilliant, just the perfect gentleman. And Harrison has this encyclopedic knowledge of African-American history in East Austin and all around Austin. And, that's what he does for a living. But when Harrison started to talk to our working group about some of these, really this hidden secret, it's not a secret, it's just nobody knows this history of Black music in Austin. It didn't start here in 1970 with Willie and Waylon. It started back in the 1800s, right? And so we thought, well, we need to document this history before it's gone, before it's vanished, and quite frankly, whitewashed over. Okay, so we just met with Harrison this morning to start a 4-part video series talking about the history of African American music in Austin. The first portion focuses on pre-1920s, pre-World War I even, and focuses on really the roots of how Austin was founded. The second part will focus on 1920 to up to 1960, kind of the blues and jazz era in Austin. And then our third part goes up to 1990. And then, of course, 1990 until now, when we've seen so much change, I think, in Austin. So I'm just so excited. Yeah, Harrison's amazing, and it's going to be great information. So yeah, and beyond that, I thought today we could just kind of maybe, I think we mentioned this a bit before, Jessica, but maybe we can talk just a little bit about what's ahead in the springtime for Austin music. And that'll include, there's a few things at play. The Texas legislative session is back in action, and one bill that almost made it to vote 2 years ago was what we call the honky tonk bill. Now this was an initiative to give a lot of venues around the state a break on their liquor taxes so that they could stay afloat and survive. And that was pre-pandemic, right? So that made it to the floor and wasn't recognized for a vote at the 11th hour. So we're just going to pick that right back up and keep pushing it through. That's on the state level. On the city level, we've got the SAVES resolution money going out to venues now. The second portion of that requires technical assistance and equity training is going to be open this month as well. And we'll certainly do a lot of outreach about that to make sure all of our venues can apply. But venues will have to participate in a 21-hour, 3-day long equity training course, and then a follow-up meeting if they want to receive that additional relief money that's up to $140,000. That is going to really help go a long way in getting our venues out of this precarious time.
I have a question. I know that the last time that there was a relief situation kind of like this,
sure,
the big corporate chain businesses were allowed to apply.
Yep.
The same as us small individual LLCs. And a lot of the funds went to those really big businesses that needed millions and millions and millions.
Absolutely.
And you could resolve a lot of problems for
Sure.
a lot of the music community just by helping the independent people. Is that
Exactly.
going to be the same case, you think, in the spring?
I'm so glad you asked that question, because that's exactly what happened on the city level and on the federal level back in the fall with the PPP loans from the federal government.
It was just heartbreaking.
Yeah, it was. It's not hard to make the case that was sorely mismanaged.
Yeah, I mean, I think Taco Bell got $8 million, and then a lot of people that just needed a little bit of help were declined. So
Yeah,
I'm curious
correct.
to see if that's
Yeah,
going to be changed.
Well, and then on the local level, that was the case too, as we saw this last summer when the city said, well, venues can be included with these other businesses, and that didn't work out so great, and that venues were sort of, left out of the mix. And so what the SAVES resolution does on the local level is this is specific money just for our Austin music venues. That's $5 million that's been set aside for that purpose. But in addition to that, on the federal level, as you may know now, the Save Our Stages Act was pushed through and adopted, and essentially we now know that $15 billion will be coming down from the federal government to aid our music venues and aid all types of independent venues and theater venues and things like that around the country. So none of that money is going to go to all these other types of businesses. City government moves very slow sometimes, and we have to just stay engaged in that process.
That's true. But we can come full circle now and say that if there's things that you have noticed in your community that you would like to see changed, you can apply to be a member of Austin, Texas Musicians, and we'll have the link right here.
Yeah, brilliant. It's good to see you again, my friend, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye. I think that we actually have 0 viewers on Guy Forsyth band page.
That's
for this first time.
Well, that's where we're at right now.
How our life has changed.
Maybe we need to change up our content. Maybe we should add something different to spice up.
Tell us what to.
Your evening. To let us know what you want, because you, the internet, are always right. A perfect representation of the free market, demanding absolute,
everything for nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just gonna point to this right here.
Tom Waits is playing at Nowhere's tonight. It's a half-empty room, a wash and half a light. Found himself a new song to play. He's never recovered, he gives it away. Pages loading out the back stair, and his amps just as worn as the shoes he wears. Barely enough in the tip jar for strings, let alone a bottle. The comfort that brings, ain't that the hard way? 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 The bottom are the dreams behind a locked door, a melody that takes you to a time before. They took his last 6-string away, gave him this room for smoking a J. Everybody wants to party like a rock star, but it's harder and harder in the same old bar, where nobody there will clean up after you, wake up alone with the damage you do. Ain't that the hard way? 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 Timmerman strums under a street light. When the cops shut him down, he doesn't bother to fight. He learned the hard way what comes of rain. There are some times nothing will change. Mozart sits in silence. No pianos found around here. The only music what he imagines he can hear. Ain't that the hard way? 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 Tom Waits is playing at Nowhere's tonight. It's a half-empty room, a wash and half light. Found himself a new song to play. There's never a cover, he gives it away.
Yeah. Thanks. I don't think we've done that in a long
Haven't
time.
done that in a while, yeah. Got a
We
lot
we have one more segment for you tonight, and then if we have time, we'll do another song while we're still live on Channel 16 here in Austin, Texas, Austin Music TV. This segment is by a good friend of ours, Dan Johnson.
Yeah.
He's just a pro all the way around, and
Pro gear,
the
pro
nicest
attitude.
guy. He's the nicest person.
On time and tune.
Yeah, and happy, you know.
Yeah, making
And
it work.
And that does
A success story in music. Yay!
Okay. Well, yeah, but hold on. You just keep talking.
I'm going to keep talking because that
I
way
think
you
I
won't
loaded the
realize
wrong
that
one.
anything went wrong at all. I'm in complete control of everything that you are
Don't say
witnessing right now. You can relax knowing that I, someone that you probably are aware of but don't know personally, is totally controlling the feed into your brain right now. But I'm actually not in control because I'm a puppet and I'm controlled by Jeska Forsyth, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, yay! I didn't know! I'm so
Puppet
excited!
Master.
Oh, ugh. Oh, mistress. I found it, though. I have the correct one now.
Okay.
All right. Here you go.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Navigating the Musical Minefield with me, your host, Dan Johnson. I am so happy to be here today. And today we're going to talk about open tunings. And it's not only an open tuning, it's a 5-string open tuning, open G. And this is used by Keith Richards. He used this on a lot of Rolling Stones songs, including Honky Tonk Women, Brown Sugar, Start Me Up, countless songs. You've probably heard this in a bunch of films and you don't even know that you've heard it. And it's an open G tuning. You're going to start off, your first string here is D, okay? Your second string is going to be B. Your third string is G. Your fourth string is D. And your fifth string is G again, okay? And this makes an open G chord. And this was taught to Keith by Ry Cooder, kind of as an alternative to the standard E 6-string tuning. Keith wanted to get a little weird and get into some different territory with his playing, so Ry Cooder suggested he use this, and it became a hit on several records for the Rolling Stones. And it's kind of fun. You can take any guitar and get rid of one of the strings, the top E, the bottom E, and then you tune it to the open G, and it makes an open G chord. And then you get some really interesting things. You can use literally just 2 fingers on your left hand if you're right-handed, and you can get a lot of these classic, classic Rolling Stone sounds. It's just a fun tuning, man. And there's other variations. If you don't want to take a string off, there's an open A, which I won't get into today because that's a whole other thing. That's Joe Perry, the guitar player, Aerosmith, used this on a few songs. Just a higher version, and he kept the 6th string on it. And yeah, it's fun. You can also do some interesting, slide work. Gets really great bluesy slide sound to it. I tell you what, doesn't get much better than the open G. Now you can do this with 6 strings. It's just something, I prefer it the 5th string style, like Keith. Keith uses a Telecaster, and I believe he's got a different kind of pickup. You can go as far as to order his pickup set on eBay if you want to get real down to the, creative, exact replica of his guitar. If you want to go that route, go for it. Get creative. It's really good if you've got some kind of hand issue that you can't use all of your, left hand. You can only use a couple fingers. This is a great tuning for you. You've got arthritis like I do and it hurts. It's just something fun that you can bring into a studio or a live situation where you can kind of spice it up, because not a lot of people do it. And it's something that I think more people should experiment with. You should get a little wacky time to time. That's how you find those golden moments, in writing a song or recording a song. Okay? So, yeah, there you go. Open G, Keith Richards tuning. And again, this is Dan Johnson, and you can catch me Wednesday at 9 p.m., Channel 16, Austin Music TV. Big shout out to my guitar pick sponsor, Strum & Comfort Guitar Picks. You can look them up on Facebook or online, www.strumcomfort.com. And I'd like to send a shout out to my buddies at Paul Bearer Press. Okay? Austin-based company down in San Marcos, I believe, or New Braunfels. And paulbearerpress.com. They make all kinds of crazy movie shirts and, stickers and hats. And they're great guys. So check them out, paulbearerpress.com on the internet. And again, this is Dan Johnson saying have fun navigating the musical minefield. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.
While we're sitting here watching this, guy's over here telling me how bad he wants to hang out with you, Dan.
Yeah.
Once y'all get all your shots, you can hang out together, okay? We want to thank you guys for being here.
Open G tuning, it's crazy stuff.
Oh, you're doing it?
No, actually, I've got to try to figure out what I've done to myself here.
Oh.
But you keep talking. Cover. I made a mistake, but don't let anybody know.
You're really bad at just hiding mistakes, man. But we have a few more minutes.
To a faithful life.
We have a few more minutes here. What?
The path to a faithful life, because I'm so bad at hiding mistakes. I'm therefore the most honorable person that you'll ever meet. Because I'm the most scared.
Okay. When this show is done airing on the television, we will continue airing for just a little bit here on Facebook and YouTube. If you're on Facebook, you can go over to the YouTube and subscribe. We also have a Patreon page, which we are, we're not doing any calls to action about. We just want you to be aware that we have one. And then it would just make us really happy if someone joined it while they were watching this, You can go to that Patreon page, patreon.com/Guy Forsyth. And I hear, Guy, that you can join for as low as like $5 a month, which is basically like 2 soda pops a month.
Never been cheaper to be a patron of the arts. Yes, you can join the Glitterarchy and support art in general through the almighty dollar for as little as $5 a month. Yes, for as little as $5 a month, you can support a musician like
And what does
Guy
it make
Forsyth
us
or
look like
Jeska
when we
Bailey.
see someone signed up? We're like, so happy.
Yay! The crops are saved!
Why, hi, Guy. Guess I'm Dr. Seuss tonight, Brad says.
Hi, Brad. You are Dr. Seuss.
And we've got, I believe, Miss Lisa Huffman's watching, which is really nice. I'm gonna sing this song that Guy wrote.
And I haven't practiced.
And he hasn't practiced. Could have been a rock and roll star, as a friend of my own guitar. I let the ones who are show me how to play. If you have a bad dream, I can tell you what it means. I work right next to you. You never have nothing to say. can't shake it. I dropped a chocolate chip cookie a little bit in there.
Oh, you put a piece of chocolate chip cookie in my Martin guitar. That's lovely.
So this is the part of the show where
do you want ants? Because that's how you get ants.
You said that I could use this guitar. I'm taking it from you. This is the part of the show where I have to watch the timer so that I make sure that I can sign up.
Mary Jane.
He bought it at a secondhand shop.
Well, actually, I got it at Mass
Could
Street.
be Michael
Mass Street
Jordan.
Music in,
Michelle Jones.
Yeah.
Marla Jacques.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm not watching the time very closely. All right, here we go. And
My Jumping Jacks.
okay.
We're going to do a John D. Graham song right now because we're no fools.
That concludes the portion on television. So we're just gonna hang out with and play some music if that's okay with you. And now we can tell you guys, please tip us.
And we can play any song we want.
Yeah.
What song do you want to play?
Wow. I don't know. What song do I want to play? My first thought was something from The Little Mermaid. Realistic dreams. Thanks, Lisa. And Igor, we love you too. Thanks for being here. Show my new board. And it's Sue.
Hi, Sue. We miss you.
When you tell Guy Forsyth he can go wild and play whatever he wants. You can play that terrible thing that we've been playing for a year.
No, I can't. The mandolin's in the other room.
Oh, God. It's fine.
Meow.
Oh.
You're lucky that way. Let's bring in the cats.
Come on, Celie.
Yes, we've reached the cat portion of the show. Hello.
Don't jump up here.
Roar. There you go.
Oh, thanks. What are we going to play?
The kitty.
No, he just wants my hair.
He just wants your hair.
Yep.
Ah, finally.
He just likes my hair. He likes it when my hair's down. Look, he's a psycho.
All right, a brief tuning.
And then he'll start looking behind my back for it. We're just doing one live stream a week right now on Wednesdays. We might start doing another one each week. We're not sure.
I would like to start doing a men's only one. It's like only men are invited.
That's stupid.
No, just be like we'll call it the sausage party. We'll
I don't even want to go now.
Only the men will hang out. It'll be great. We'll just play men songs for men. You know, just like real masculine. You know, dragging our testicles through the underbrush. You know, it'll be fun. Men songs for men.
Gross.
Real men.
I'm leaving.
So it's like play Green Beret and Sink the Bismarck and you know songs like that. It'll be great.
And you can sing songs about how much you love being alone.
You're presenting that cat. Hello. Very good. Very nice. So,
See if anyone has a request.
does anybody have a request? Too bad, because I'm gonna play this song. Because I have this harmonic over here. Stick with me, baby. You know I got it made. When I say stick with me, baby, you know I got it made. You know, man don't have to work hard when he knows the tricks of the trade. Well, why should I work hard? I can't get you to work for me. man don't have to work hard. Well, he knows the tricks of the trade. Hey, phone. It's
So weird.
here we are. It's pretty much the end of the show, I think.
You think so? Are
Unless
you
there's something that do you have a song in your heart? Do you feel something deep inside that you need to share with people?
Let me see. No.
No. Oh, okay. Well, that simplifies things. So thank you very much for tuning in. We want to thank everybody who's able to share with us and help pay for our expenses as we try to muddle through this pandemic by making content for you here at home. So we love you very much, and we have a PayPal, which is
Guy Forsyth. It's
Wow.
PayPal.
Brilliant.
Well, let me don't put
So
it on the
smart.
screen. Well, just PayPal.me/Guy Forsyth. But
Me.
luckily, I made this graphic, and I can just put it on our heads right there.
Sound is going in and out. Probably when we switch to the phone.
Yeah, it's when I plugged in the other phone, but
well.
it's fine.
Too bad, because it was absolutely brilliant. Probably the best guitar playing, or harmonica playing, or kazoo playing that you ever heard in your entire life. It's a shame that it got lost, because
Yeah. So
it's gone, never to be recovered again.
I don't know if we got any PayPal donations because I can't see that from my phone, but he's getting my hair from back there.
Yeah.
But we did get one donation tonight, and I want to say a big thanks to Steve Young. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for sending us what you could, and we're gonna have to go do a whole brand new marketing campaign for Forsyths now.
Right.
So, all right.
Next show, all minor waltzes.
Yeah. We might just do a pop-up show here and there. That might be fun. Just surprise ones. Like Mary Gauchier, because she's cool.